Are you going to set up an Amazon seller account but don't know how to do it? Let me show you how to set up an Amazon seller account and other things that I know about setting up Amazon seller account that are going to help you out. Stay tuned. Right, if you're new to this channel, my name is Thomas Parkinson and I've been selling on Amazon now doing online arbitrage for the last 5 years, and I'm a 7-figure Amazon seller in the UK and also as well in the USA. Now in this video today, I'm going to share with you, first things first, what is an Amazon seller account? An Amazon selling account allows you to sell on the Amazon marketplace, and that's what you want to achieve, obviously. Now, when you apply for an Amazon seller account, Amazon are going to give you two options. The first option is going to be the individual selling account, which contains no monthly fees, and the second option is going to be the professional selling account, which has a $40 per month fee to it. Now, you might be asking which one of the two should you get. For me, what I'd really recommend for you is to go for the professional selling account. Now, it might sound silly because there's going to be an extra cost on that, but let me explain why. Quite simply, there's going to be something called the buy box. You're going to hear this word, this name, the buy box, all the time. The buy box is quite simply where 80 to 90% of the sales come from. If you ever go onto any Amazon product page and you're about to click buy, there's a little box in the right hand corner with the buy now button on it. That's the buy box. Now, if you want to get your name in there so that when a customer clicks buy and you're going to be the person making the sales, and obviously that's what we want to do, well, you're going to need to be able to get your name on the buy box. Now, if you go for the individual selling plan, you are not going to be eligible to have your name on the buy box. Now, it's stated by Amazon themselves, your offers are eligible for the featured offer section if you have the professional selling account. So if you want to make money and you want to get those 80 to 90% of sales that everyone's going to get, which is in that buy box, and you want your name in the buy box, you're going to have the professional selling account. It's going to cost you a little bit more, but this is just part of doing business. Okay, quick question for you guys. You're thinking about setting up on Amazon. Tell me the marketplace you want to get selling on. Is it UK, USA? Let me know in the comments down below. And if you've got any questions, I can help you out as well. Okay, so this leads me nicely onto the second chapter, how to set up an Amazon seller account. So step one, you want to go to sell.amazon.com. Now, once you're on this page, you're going to click on the tab entitled pricing, and then obviously you can see the two pricing plans that we've talked through. So one is going to be the individual account and one is going to be the professional account. Scroll through to see those options and you want to choose which one you want. And again, I would strongly recommend going for the professional, but it's really up to you. Now, obviously, step 4, you're going to have to choose the selling plan that you really want to go for. Like I said earlier, Amazon offers the individual and the professional. And if it was me, I would generally go for the professional because I really want to be making this business grow, and obviously I'm going to need it. Now, one of the questions you might ask is, do you want to sell more than 40 units per month? And if the answer is yes, then you probably want to go for the professional. But if not, then the seller individual account might be an option. Just why? Because it's generally 99 cents per item, which if you're selling less than 40 units per month, obviously would mean that you're not going to equal the same amount for the professional plan. So it can be a consideration, but it's really up to you what you want to do. Now, the one thing which I will just add to that is the professional selling account. If you sell more than 40 units per month, maybe even 400, you'll never pay more than that $39.99 for the account subscription fee. Just be mindful of that. Now, a couple of other things which I will just say between the professional and the individual account is the individual account does limit you to certain categories. It's generally about 20, whereas professional, you can access all of them. And also the other one that I did talk about was about winning the buy box. Like where I said, you have the 80 to 90% of all the sales. If you are looking to take this business seriously and you want to be making the most sales as possible, then the professional one is going to be the option for you. And that's what literally like all the sellers I know will always go through, which is the professional one. So what do you do next? Well, step 5, quite simply, enter your email address and create the account. Now, once you've decided which selling account you want, either individual or professional, click on that, enter your email address, and you're going to need to give them a phone number and also your password. And they're going to text you as well. They're doing two-factor authentication to make sure that telephone number works. You want to click the create the Amazon account button to get going and create that account. Now, after selecting this option, you're going to be redirected to the welcome page and you're going to see, should we say, the expectations that they're going to be after you. This is going to be providing information about you and also providing documentation, verifying you are who you say you are. Now, after going through this page, you can now click the begin button. Now, the one thing which I'll say is creating an Amazon Seller Central account isn't actually very hard. You're going to go through this and I'll talk it through in the whole of this video. But the one thing which I will say is getting the underlying business entity, the corporate structure correct is going to be a big consideration. Now, if you are like me and I'm a UK national, but I don't actually, should we say, live in America, but I do have an American account, an American selling account, but I don't actually have it from a UK company or my UK person, I created an American LLC and I managed to do that remotely. And I set up the entire company company from not going within the US of the company, the bank accounts, everything that I needed, all the tax information as well. And I managed to do all of that literally from the comfort of my own home. Now, the reason why I say this is because if you are looking to sell on the American marketplace as a foreign national, doing it with an offshore, should we say, credit card or a bank account, or even as a person, becomes very hard. Why? Because a lot of American suppliers only want to deal with American-based companies and people. They literally don't give you the option to put a different country in the billing address. So having an entity, a business on the American mainland is going to make a real big difference to your ability to get orders processed and not cancelled. Now, if you're interested in learning more and want to literally copy the video step by step and how I did it, because I documented the entire process, I'll drop a link down below to my Getting Started in USA course, which you can see and obviously see if that's going to be right for you, and copy exactly what I did to allow me to have a business within America on the mainland, in the States, which obviously allowed me to get a lot more orders through without cancellations. Check it out, I'll drop a link down below. Now, the sixth step you really want to go through is to click on your business location and your business type. Now, what I will say is that you should answer the following questions with honesty and integrity in order for Amazon to provide you the best possible support they can. Now, for this step, we're going to be selecting, you're going to be selecting your business location. Basically, you're going to be asked to select the country in which your business is currently located and operates. And this must be accurate because Amazon is going to be verifying this later on. Now, for the business type, you're going to be able to choose the type of entities that your business, is, and that's generally going to be from the following options: a state-owned business, a publicly owned business, a privately owned business, a charity, or none of the above. I'm an individual. Generally speaking, most people will either be an individual or a privately owned business, but obviously if you're not sure, do speak to a professional who's going to be able to advise for you the majority of the time. Now, if you only plan on creating your own business after signing up and have yet to make any sales, you are more than welcome to choose the none, I'm an individual, because you're selling under your name. And if you choose no, I'm an individual option, obviously after that, do enter your full name, middle and last name. Now, the seventh step is to provide your personal information. Now, for this step, Amazon are going to ask you to provide some information about about yourself, which includes a form of identification, which can range from, passport number, or maybe a driver's license. And then once you've done this, you can proceed to the next step, which is your cell phone number that needs to be verified. And obviously that will be through a call or text, which will be through a PIN number. So once you've received the PIN number, you're going to have to provide it back to Amazon in the space provided to obviously be verified. Now, what I will say is do pay very careful attention to all the information you provided and make sure it is correct. I mean, literally correct. Like if you are doing it as a company and your company is Thomas Parkinson Limited and you write Thomas Parkinson Ltd, that isn't the same. Do make sure you're getting that correct before you go to the next step, because they're going to verify that, and little things like that can make a big difference. Now, the next step is about providing that billing information, which includes a valid bank account number and a valid credit card number. And generally we've seen Amazon wants a credit card, not a debit card in this case, and they will do it like a 1p or 1 cent transaction to check against it. So just make sure that's valid as well. Now, the ninth step for you is to provide information about the products that you're going to be selling on your Amazon store. Now, after providing your valid billing information, which has been, validated, you're going to be asked a few more questions about your Amazon store and the products you're selling. And the questions they're really going to ask you are like, what's the store name, which you can change in the future, by the way, and it really doesn't matter. Now, obviously, if you have UPC, which is like the barcodes on the back of the products, they're going to ask you for those as well. And also as well, if you have any diversity certifications. Now, if you are a manufacturer or a brand owner of the products you wish to sell, now, if you select yes option or some of them, you are going to be asked to provide or say, do you own government registered trademark for the branded products you want to sell on Amazon? So just be mindful, you can submit these, but generally the majority of the time it's going to be no. Now, after answering these questions, do proceed to the next step, verifying your identity. Now, in this step, you're going to be asked to verify your identity by uploading images of your ID, passport, driver's license, and a bank statement that's got your address on them. Now, after uploading these documents, you're going to need to click the submit button, and you're going to be asked to complete a verification identity video call with an Amazon associate. Now, this is done just to verify that the documents you've uploaded are genuine and real, and that obviously you are a real person that you say you are. Now, this can be as a scheduled appointment on the future at a date and time of your choosing, but it will be a video call, and you're going to be able to prepare for it. But generally speaking, I've had these before, they're literally fine. They're just going to ask you to see your passport, move it around on the camera to show that it's not like a photocopy, but it's a real thing, and then obviously show your face. They'll go away and do some more verifications, and that's it. They just want to make sure you've got the original documents in hand during the call. That's it. Very quick, very simple, no real preparation needed. Now, once you're fully verified, you are now officially going to be an Amazon seller with an active Amazon selling account. Now, what I will say is that we encourage you to keep your Amazon account safe by setting up two-factor authentication. That's where you get the text message through your phone number when you log in to make sure that no one else can hack your account. It just makes it a lot safer for you. Now, once everything is verified and completed, all you need to now do is log back into Amazon Seller Central account, and you're going to be able to see your dashboard, but without any sales yet, of course. But that's when you can now get started, and you're now officially an Amazon seller. And welcome to the club. It's great to have you here. Now, what I will say is, after going through how to set up an Amazon seller account, you might want to consider watching the video we created called Amazon FBA Full Course Free, which is going to help you out in just getting started and teaching you everything you're going to need to know. Check it out. I'll drop it around here. Hopefully you've liked this video. If you have, hit the thumbs up. And hey, if you want to see more, hit the share button and share it to a friend, let them know. And then finally hit the subscribe button. You can see all my videos. But for myself, Thomas Parkinson, Fast Track FBA, thank you very much.